What's up, family? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru. I want to holler at y'all real quick. I have not forgotten about y'all. I'm doing this video right now about the AFC West. I have not forgotten about y'all. Now, the AFC West, which I think will be the best division in football, that and the NFC East, would be the best division in the AFC because all four teams I think will be good. All four teams. Let's start who I think will be in the bottom, and that's the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry. I think the Denver Broncos will be in the bottom, and I think they'll be in the bottom for this very reason. I like components of their defense. Von Miller is Von Miller. We all know how good he is. You know, they still have two good corners. You know, Roby's trying to get a new contract. Coaching is one of the reasons. I mean, young coach is he's gonna have to really show me what he has. And right now, you know what I'm saying, they took a real big step back last year. And they went and got Case Keenum, who's not a bad quarterback, but I don't think he's gonna have the success that he had in Minnesota. And I believe this for this very reason. He doesn't have the pieces here in Denver that he had in Minnesota. He doesn't have the offensive line here in Denver that he had in Minnesota. He doesn't have the running backs here in Denver that he had in Minnesota. You know, and that was after Dalvin Cook got hurt. I mean, running backs in Minnesota were just better. The receivers in Denver are better, but the tight end in Minnesota is a lot better. You know, overall, Minnesota's defense is better because they defend the run. Denver does when they feel like it. You know, they do it in spots when they get pissed off. But I just don't think Case Keenum is going to have the success. I think he'll have some success, but I don't think he'll have the success he had last year. They'll come in fourth. Third, I say the Raiders. I do like the whole John Gruden being back with the Raiders. I do think he'll be very good with Derek Carr, but I think the Khalil Mack situation is not going to be a good look for them. You know, you're trading away a Hall of Fame talent. There's something that your team loses when you trade away a Hall of Fame talent. That's just me. That's just the way I feel about it. It hasn't happened yet, but it seems imminent that they're going to trade him away. And even though I get where they're coming from, because the defense is going to stink even with him, it just at least you got that one guy that team's got to say, okay, where the fuck is he at every play? You know, they don't. You ain't got that no more. You thought the Raiders in shootouts before? Shit, watch what happens now. But they're too one-sided. Everything is the one side of the ball. I think the offense is going to be very innovative, but they ain't going to stop nobody. Nobody. At least you had Khalil Mack when you had leads that he can, you know, generate rush and force turnovers. But you're not even going to have that because you're going to have to trade him because you're not trying to pay him. Second in the AFC West, and we'll make the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm a believer in Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he got me. Hook, line, and sinker, he got me. I like him a lot. I liked him when I saw last year. I liked him in college. I thought he needed some seasoning. And Andy Reid, like I said, he didn't put a project out there too early. He didn't put him out there too early. Played, 1-2 games? That's it. Sat the year with a clipboard. Now he's ready. That's how you deal with a project. You don't just dump him out there like the bullshit Buffalo's going to do and they're going to end up paying for it. Like what Denver did last year with Paxton Lynch and they paid for it. No. Andy Reid knew he was a project. Treated him as a project. And now that boy's ready. Oh, he's ready. And they just have weapons all over the place. The only thing that's stopping them from winning this division is their defense took a step back, a big step back. I understand, they lost Eric Berry, and he's coming back this year, and I love Eric Berry. Shout out to Eric Berry. You know what I'm saying? Come back from cancer now. Shout out to Eric Berry. Salute to Eric Berry. But defensively, they lost a lot on that defense. A lot. You know, they used to be able to at least rush the passer. Kansas City defensively, nah, they used to be able to at least, bend but not break, give up a lot of points. But now that they can score a lot of points, they give up a lot of points. So I seen them going maybe 10-6. But the team that is going to win that division and be the number one seed in the AFC, I think it's his year. Phillip Rivers and the San Diego Chargers. Phillip Rivers came into the game, and because they had Drew Brees, he sat. And when he finally took over, he had such a loaded team when he was so early in his career. And, when it wasn't really his team yet, then when it became his team, year after year after year, they kept losing pieces. And they wasn't doing right by him. It was like, you know what, get this guy to San Diego. They're not doing right by him. But slowly but surely, they built an offense and a defense around him. Slowly but surely. And he finally has pieces all over the place. They check a lot of boxes. They can run the football. Offensive line's decent. I know they hurt that the young tight end. They lost him ACL, but Keenan Allen is a problem now. He used to be a role guy. Nah, he's a problem now, and I think this is Phillip Rivers' year. I really do. I think this is Phillip Rivers' year, and I think the whole moving to, I keep saying San Diego. They're not saying they're the LA Chargers, but I think this year they're just going to have such a chip on their shoulder. And of all the quarterbacks, all of the 03 class, him, Manning, and Big Ben, all these guys have retooled. And I think all three of these quarterbacks are going to shine to some degree because they got shit to prove. All these teams have basically reinvested in those quarterbacks. And they got shit to prove. All three of them. And I think all three of those quarterbacks are going to shine. Namely, Phillip Rivers. I believe that. Phillip Rivers is my pick for MVP. I'm saying it now. That's my take on the AFC West. And my next videos will be starting with the NFC East. And I give you my NFC picks. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Before that, I'm going to give you my playoff tree for the AFC. I'll be doing that next. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Salute.